Our weather starting to clear out there. Beautiful views from our Mr. Sparky camera network from uptown to the lake. You head out towards Monroe and Dallas. We're seeing mostly sunny skies. Tonight, comfortable. Temperatures dropping back close to normal, a little bit above. We should be in the upper 60s. We'll be close to that, near 70. A little hotter tomorrow, back up near 90. Average highs 88, so a couple degrees above normal. Futurecast shows most of the rain is going to stay away from us the next couple of days. So we've got a dry stretch here for most of this week. We really don't see much in the way of rain here over the next 5 to 7 days. The mountains will have a higher risk than everybody else, but we're really looking at isolated showers. So certainly a dry week compared to what we had for the first couple weeks of the month. So we've been watching Erin, at least I have, closely all day. It was really ragged this morning, but the center is reorganized. The west side is still not real healthy. This is a very lopsided system right now with the strongest wind, clouds, and rain staying east of the center. That's relatively good news for areas on the coast. The problem is the amount of water it's pushing. So regardless of what happens on the west side, the water is going to get pushed towards the coast. So even with this recurvature offshore, that water gets pushed towards the coast. So every high tide here between now and Thursday gets higher and higher and higher, and every one causes flooding and eventually got waves on top. We already had some overwash today with the 4 p.m. high tide. So just imagine the next couple of days. So you see the storm surge warning for all of eastern North Carolina, including the Outer Banks, where we do expect overwash of the barrier islands. Now the winds, honestly, the winds aren't that big of a deal because in the Outer Banks, you've ever been out there, it's windy all the time. 30, 40 mile per hour winds on any given day is pretty normal out there. With the number of coastal storms we get, they're used to dealing with these type of winds. So they're not hurricane strength and really kind of low end tropical storm force. So they'll deal with the winds. The problem with the winds are doing offshore, these really strong, the core of the strong winds are out here. It's pushing water. So they're more concerned about the water than the wind, and that water overwashing and cutting off Ocracoke and Hatteras Islands, even up towards Kitty Hawk and Duck. There's likely going to be some overwashing areas. So a lot of erosion as well on other beaches. We're seeing some of that already in areas down towards Topsail, even down towards the Grand Strand, where we're seeing some beach erosion. All the way down to Charleston, there's going to be some beach erosion down there. Now the water levels, the surge potential could be anywhere from 3 to 6 feet, but probably going to be more in the 3 to 4 foot range in the Outer Banks. That doesn't include the waves though on top of the water. We emphasize this all week. The rip currents, no matter where you are on the East Coast, it's going to be a high risk. Likely just stay out of the water. If you're going to go in the water, knees or lower. Don't go higher than that. We've seen numerous rescues, hundreds, by the way, the last couple of days, even before the storm gets anywhere near us. So you see the rain mainly off to the east, so not really much of a rain impact. This front will be our main impact, but on the backside, that northerly flow will start to cool us down. So this will have an indirect impact on our weather in the form of cooler and drier weather by the weekend. Tomorrow will not be one of those days. Pretty hot. Temperatures back up near 90. Definitely a toasty day. The 7-day forecast shows the heat kind of going down a little bit this weekend. Looks a little toasty for the first day of school on Monday, but then next week even cooler temperatures, maybe even 70s for highs by the end of next week.